Over the course of the next 2 hours, we're going to have all the breaking news from transfer deadline day, and we're going to track the action from all 20 teams in the Premier League.
Except I'm looking at you like, man, you're the same guy who said the Lions shouldn't resign Ndamukong Suh at the top of the show. He flip-flopped within the course of this show.
And I'm Russ Thaler here with Ross Tucker and Chris Canty. Chris Johnson says it was political reasons why it never worked out for him with the Jets. And you say, Kyle, was it even realistic to expect Liverpool to be up at the top of the table again? We had some late breaking news. Hull has submitted a deal sheet for an extension. Now, we don't know the player, but we got some time. If we find out while we're on the air, we'll certainly let you know. I want to talk about Roberto Martinez because, look, he's done well elsewhere. Has he maybe hit his ceiling? Is that somehow a bit of resignation then from every team below the top two that the champions are only going to come from Chelsea or Man City? Are Swans safe this season? Yeah. Getting rid of Bonnie like this? Obviously, we're not talking about a deep squad. So why don't you think we saw more players coming in on loan? They need players, Robbie.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to Foxborough, Massachusetts. Russ Thaler and John Strong here with you, along with the Eastern Conference Championship Trophy, which will be handed out today to either the Revolution or the New York Red Bulls. Russ Thaler, Kyle Martino, joined on set by MLS Commissioner Don Garber. How important is it for MLS going forward to get those deals like DC and like the Boston area done? It's a 1-1 game. Revolution have an away goal. Is this enough for the Rebs? They happy with this?
Let's start with Steven Stamkos, second in the league, 43 goals during the regular season. He's now in his 7th year in the NHL. What does he have to do to get Tampa past the first round? When Michelle Therrien was asked if there was genuine dislike between these two teams or if it was more of a media thing, he just chuckled and said, I don't know, you let me know. Anson, judging by what you've seen, what do you think?
Boston, Massachusetts, from high above. It is a sweltering summer evening here in the northeastern part of the United States, but it hasn't dampened the prospects or the spirit of all the youngsters out here hoping that the Bruins can force a Game 7. JR, you've been around hockey a long time. Can you remember a Stanley Cup final quite like this? You talk about intrigue. Patrice Bergeron left the ice in the second period, only took 2 shifts in the second period of Game 5. Nobody's saying what it is. The team's only calling it a body injury. Went to the hospital, did fly with the team back to Boston. But if Bergeron's not 100%, JR, what's Boston missing? Famously, hockey players don't like and won't touch the Stanley Cup until they win the Stanley Cup. Now that your career is over, have you touched the cup?
Not a chance.
Anson Carter, Russ Thaler, we are here until the show is through, and that's the bottom line.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Philadelphia. Russ Thaler here with former Pitt and UCLA coach Ben Howland. Coach, Rhode Island was picked to finish 6th. That was in the preseason. Here they are in 1st. How are they doing it?
Steve Zach for 3, and that was his first 3-point field goal of the season.
Directing traffic as he palms the ball with his left hand. Picks it up and inside, Khalid Lewis, and Steve Zach puts it home.
Here comes Matthews. Haven't heard a lot from him in the second half, but there he goes with his left hand. Yeah, right on cue. Let's start with cross country. Some consider it to be the heart and soul of eventing, but there is some nasty weather on the way. How much of a factor could that play?
Tim Price and Wesco can probably sense it now. They need to go clear. No mistakes.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.